Alright guys, we got this double special heroes banner today. So of course we're going to go ahead and talk about it. Take a look at all of these colors and see if there's any good colors worth sniping on, or whether or not this banner is a skip. And just a quick spoiler alert, I would say yes, this is actually a skip, and the reason why is because if we quickly head over to the calendar. Okay, so on the calendar it says the next banner for new heroes is going to be on the 18th. And that banner is actually going to be the Fallen Heroes banner. One of the hypest banners of the year. I would say pretty much the Fallen Heroes banner and the Choose Your Legends banner are the two biggest banners of the year. And that's mainly because, unlike with the seasonal banners, the Brave Heroes and the Fallen Heroes do get added to the standard pool after they go away. So that's a really big plus. And not only that, they typically tend to have like next level power creep. So I'm expecting the Fallen Heroes banner to not disappoint. There's also some pretty big prospects that could be coming up, like Risen King Crom and a lot of other fan favorites that people want. So I would say the double special heroes banner is going to be a skip. At the very least, wait until the 16th, which should be the night where we get the trailer for the Fallen Heroes. And after that, you can decide whether or not you want to summon on this banner or the Fallen Heroes banner. But with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at this banner. And actually, it's not that bad of a banner. As far as double special heroes banners go, this one is pretty solid. And had it not been in the shadow of the Fallen Heroes banner, it might not have been a bad idea to summon here. So on red, we have the King Freyr from Summer, and we also have Scion Julia. So these two, they don't really offer too much as far as usage goes, because Julia doesn't even have a perf weapon herself. And then this King Freyr, he's not bad. He's a cavalry red unit, but comparing him to some of the other cavalry red units, he's just coming up really short. So Legendary Sigurd, of course, all of his movement shenanigans are way too good. Then we have the Legendary Nana, who's way too good offensively. We also have Brave Alm, who can pretend that he's a cavalry unit. So, like, all the red cavalry units right now that are meta, I would say just have this Freyr beat, unfortunately. However, I will say he is one of the tankiest cavalry units in the game. His weapon has a light version of the Spendthrift effect, where he's gaining attack up 6 and inflicting attack -6 to the foes. He also gets a guaranteed follow-up, and if he transforms, he gets the impact effect, and he inflicts attack and defense -4 to the foes. You couple all of that with his defense and res being as sky high as they are, and then he's got stuff like defense and res catch 4 and lull attack and defense 3. This guy is really, really tanky. However, that's basically all there is to say about him. So I'm not really sure if I could recommend summoning for this guy. Even for fodder, lull attack and defense 3, it's good fodder still. The lull skill's still held up pretty well, but he doesn't really have anything else you'd be able to grab with that. Defense and res catch 4 is okay, I guess, for certain units, but the problem with that is we don't have a level 3 version of it available that easily. So you wouldn't be able to get both lull attack and defense 3 and defense and res catch 4 on the same unit. So I would say that's definitely hurting this guy's usability as fodder, or for just using him as a unit. Alright, then on Scion Julia, she does have attack and speed push 4, which is Instis's favorite ace skill to give to every unit. It's obviously very good, but so many units have it that summoning just for Julia specifically to give that out, I would have to say probably don't do that. She also has Light and Dark, which is unique to her, so you can't give that to anyone else either. And she does have a double rally plus skill, which is nice for scoring, I guess, but by this point, I'm pretty sure anyone who cares about Arena already has their Arena units set in stone. So, can't really recommend that either. Her weapon is inheritable, and it's basically Renewal 4, because you get 10 HP at the start of every turn. And then also, on top of that, if the unit's HP is over 25%, you also get attack and speed up 5. It's okay for tomes, I guess, but As far as red tomes go, we got so many better ones, so I can't really recommend summoning for this Julia either. So red is pretty much a big skip. Okay, then on blue, we actually have both of the demote heroes here. So Scion Levin and then Ninja Male Corin. Both of these guys are 4-star demotes. So it's nice that they're color sharing, so if you wanted to go for a 5-star specifically, you'd actually be able to skip both of these guys. Corin actually is a really damn good demote. So he's got Swift Sparrow 2 and Special Spiral 3 as fodder. Obviously, Special Spiral is still pretty amazing. And his weapon is possibly the best inheritable lance in the game. I actually want to try to summon for this guy and see if I can snag a copy of this Corin, because I would love to give this weapon to my Fallen Dimitri. It's pretty much the best weapon to give him, so I will actually summon after I finish the breakdown to try and get Corin. Then we have this Scion Levin, who has basically a blue version of Julia's tome. It's a little bit better on blue because the blue tomes aren't quite as stacked as the red ones. But even saying that, I would say this isn't really one of the better tomes to go for. He's got Infantry Flash for fodder, and he's got Attack and Res Solo 3 for fodder. Not quite as good as Corin, I will say, so I would say this dude is probably a skip. There's also a copy of him as well in the level 3 Divine Code shop, so you probably want to just snag that copy. Okay, then on green, we have the Ninja Corin. Everyone got a copy of this unit because she came out the winner for the Hero Rises thing. So we all got her on the house. She was on the banner, so you could have possibly sparked another copy. She's still really good for fodder. Every single passive she has is worthwhile. Attack and Speed Push 4, Speed and Res Far Trace, and Joint Drive Attack. Also Rally Up Defense Plus. So every single inheritable skill on this Corin can make your other units better. And what is there to say about using her? She's one of the most broken player phase units in the game. So if you're trying to get her to plus 10, then I guess maybe you could summon here and you will get another spark on this banner if you have the Fate Pass. So if you're still trying to get her to plus 10, then maybe it's not a bad idea to summon here and go for the spark on her. Then we have her being accompanied by the Christmas Archer. So he has Snow Globe Plus, which is an inheritable green tome. And this one grants Attack and Res up 5 if if units in 2 spaces of an ally, as well as a bonus to Attack and Res during combat equal to the penalty on each of those stats times 2. So it's essentially like Attack and Res Unity built into its home. So I guess that's not bad for inheriting, but it's not all that different from the Pelagian tome, right? So the Pelagian one is same color, and it's also probably a little bit more consistent because it's easier to debuff the enemies than debuff yourself. So you could just run Attack Smoke or something, and you'd be getting more out of the Pelagian weapon than this one here. Although it's still not a bad weapon to inherit. He also has Iceberg, Odd Follow-Up 3, and Defense and Res Far Save 3. So pretty good fodder. Far Save is always good fodder, and his weapon is fair. So he's not a bad unit to color share with Corin if you wanted to snipe green. And finally, on colorless, we have the Christmas Lycithia. So again, one of the more broken cavalry units in the game, and just like the Ninja Corin, she's also a brave attacker. So this one's got Swift Sparrow 3, Attack and Res Far Trace 3, and Colorless Feud 3. Pretty good fodder skills overall, but not quite as good as Corin, I would say. Corins are more like, how do I say this? More usable or more, I don't even know, like more meta, I guess. Not really more meta either. It's weird. Like, there are certainly units that want Attack and Res Far Trace. Like, for example, Reinhardt makes good use of it, as well as Duo Lift and such. But I think more of the ranged units that would want a Trace skill are going to be wanting Speed and Res instead. So that's probably why I would give the edge to Corin. She also has Attack and Speed Push 4, which is better than Swift Sparrow 3, and Joint Drive Attack, which is just better than Colorless Feud. Well, maybe not better, but it's more consistent, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Lycithia is amazing as well, though. If you don't have a copy of this Lycithia, then she is pretty much a must-have, I would say. She's possibly the best player phase unit in the game, so she's going to tear apart any abyssal maps if anyone needs help with those anymore, or chain challenges. Any in-game modes just get torn to shreds by this Lycithia, and Corin as well. They both pretty much just dominate everything in PvE terms. Okay, and Lycithia is color sharing with the Ninja Eye Green. Her weapon is really good, obviously. She has the Brave Attack effect, and she also can jump to a space, or 2 spaces in front of an ally within 2 spaces. So that's the really busted jump effect that Ash grants to allies. Really powerful stuff. And on top of that, she has Colorless Dual Flying 4 and Speed and Defense Rain 3. So pretty solid fodder. But more so, I would say this unit is good to use. So if you wanted to summon her and keep her around, not a bad idea to do that. Okay, so I think the winner here is probably going to be green, even though everybody has Corin already. Her accompanied by Arthur for the far save is really what steals the show here. And then Colorless is certainly in second place, with blue in third if you need a copy of Corin's Lance, or if you want Special Spiral. And then red is just dead last. Both of these units aren't really all that incredible. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and do some summons. And hopefully I can manage to pull a copy of Corin here. So he's only a 4-star, so hopefully we do manage to get him. I just want to get his weapon so I can give it to Fallen Dimitri. Okay, check this out. We got 4 blue orbs to show up there. Alright, we got an Ilyana. Sadly, it's not the baby Ilyana, who would be way better to get, but that's fine. Alright, we got a Resplendent Robin, sure. I'm just going to blow all the orbs I have if that's how many it takes. Or, I'm not going to do that, because we just managed to pull Corin. Alright, awesome. So, we're done here, basically. That's all I wanted to do. We got minus defense plus res, but that's not a big deal. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. What do you guys think of this banner, and are you going to be summoning? Let me know all that stuff in the comments. And I would say still probably just wait for the reveal of the Fallen Heroes banner before you decide to summon on this. At least weigh your options, because this banner is going to be up for 2 weeks. And we should be getting the info for the Fallen Heroes banner in the next 5 days. So this is your boy Tacho signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed the coverage, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.